And now I would like to show you a sample lesson training one of my students in IELTS. I hope you enjoy it. Bye for now.
Part of what I like to do when I'm doing lessons is put the Irish hat on. Today we let's do some IELTS.
Okay, sure.
Let's do some IELTS part 2. Firstly, part 2 question. And so here is the question. And as you know, 1 minute to prepare your answer. Now let's focus, Kenneth, on vocabulary and expressions.
Okay.
Because you are good at speaking. You are good at speaking for 2 or 3 minutes. So time is not a problem for you. What we want now when you are planning is spend a little bit more time trying to think of a variety of vocabulary that you can use, or some expressions, rings a bell, different expressions that we have talked about before. Okay?
Okay.
So let's try to spend a little bit more time in your planning writing down some useful vocabulary. Okay, so 1 minute. I'll turn my camera off so that I'm not distracting you.
Okay.
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 So that is 1 minute. So tell me about a time.
Okay, sure. Well, last summer I did have a thrilling experience. So last summer I was operating my drone because I have to complete a documentary film with my drone for the place Macau. So in summer it was very close to the deadline. So I had to operate my drone and took some footages every day. But summer is known as a typhoon season in Southeast Asia. So one day there was typhoon, but but I knew that if I didn't take off my drones and took the footage, I wouldn't be able to complete my work. So even it was really windy because of the typhoon weather. Um, I still decided to operate my drone, and now I know that it was a bad decision because as soon as I took off my drone, it was shaking and swinging in the air. It couldn't really balance itself. But I decided to move forward to took some shots, and it resulted in losing of signals, and fortunately it didn't hurt anyone, and and I think that was a really um, um, really important experience for me for operating drones. I have to remind myself safety is the first thing I have to consider. Even I couldn't finish my work, I couldn't force myself um, against the weather.
Good.
That's it.
Excellent. Good. So that was 2 minutes 20, I think, because I started the clock a little bit late.
Okay.
But no, that was again a really
So at least I did it 2 minutes.
yeah.
Okay.
Time is never a problem. Time is not a problem for you now. So that was really good. So let's look at the question again,
Yes.
and let's look at vocabulary. Your answer was really good. Your answer was really nice and clear. You told the story very well. You used quite a good variety of vocabulary, but let's pick some of the words in this question that we could use variety. So prevented.
Stop you from doing something.
Stop. Yeah.
Yeah. So
What else?
is it a kind of off topic? What I for what I said?
No. You spoke on topic.
Yeah, I didn't really mention it stopped me, but actually when it comes to typhoon and operating drones, I don't know if people could connect them together, which means you can't do it, but I decided to do it. Is it kind of prevent?
Prevent actually does mean stop.
Yeah.
I don't think you would have had a problem talking about the story that you told. It is important to answer the question. We've talked about this before. So
Yes.
the story you told was something you did. You were not prevented. You actually
I was about to prevent it.
You did it, but the weather almost prevented.
Yes.
And
but actually, the weather prevented it, but I forced myself to do it, and it happens to be a bad ending.
Exactly. I don't think there would be a problem with understanding. The person in the exam wants to know, does he understand the language? Does he know what prevent means?
Okay.
So prevent means, what does prevent mean?
Stop.
Stop. Yeah. Stop or block.
Okay, yes, block.
Or the word on this screen, impede.
Impede. I haven't heard this word before.
Okay, so impede is actually another word to mean the same. Impede means to stop you from doing something. Impeded. It impeded me. I wanted to do something, but the weather impeded me. It prevented me. It stopped me. So impede would be quite advanced vocabulary to use in an answer. And we could say blocked. Other adjectives, it's spoiled. We could say it spoiled.
It's spoiled.
It spoiled my plans.
So when you first saw the topic, what comes to your mind first? The activity, I mean, because I think it is not quite usual to to say operating drones in a weather impeded weather impeded. No, sorry, is it impeded weather or weather impeded activity?
A common conversation, a common one would be a holiday or a trip.
Oh, okay.
So I
the
wanted.
trip was ruined by the
Yeah,
bad weather.
exactly. The
The
trip,
extreme weather.
or we had plans to have a barbecue or a picnic, or
Okay.
we had plans to go hiking on the weekend, and the weather spoiled our plans. The weather stopped or impeded, so we had to make different plans.
Okay, I see.
But your example was good. There's no problem with that. There's no wrong answer. It is how you express yourself. But a common answer would be holidays or something you want to do on the weekend, barbecue or going for a hike or something similar, to that. That would be a sort of common answer. But I always tell people don't try to remember answers, because the examiners know when you're remembering answers. So it's actually better that you're giving unusual situations.
So probably before I talk about this experience, I should say I didn't really have any experience of being prevented by the weather, but I've got an experience almost prevented by the weather, and then I will talk about my drone operation experience.
That would be excellent. Yes.
Yeah.
So remember the rules that I taught you before. The first part of the answer is define. Tell them that you understand. So it's okay to say, I have a story that almost was prevented. That tells him, okay, he knows what prevented means.
Okay, I see.
So the first part of our answer, we always need to show them, I understand the language. I understand what this question means. I understand what prevent means. I understand what you are asking. So the first part of your answer, you should always show them. I know what you're asking. So actually, I don't have a story when I was prevented, but I have a situation that I was almost prevented from doing what I wanted to do.
Yeah, that seems better, and the examiner wouldn't misunderstand me as well.
The examiner now, he knows you understand.
Yes.
You understand the language.
I'm talking about my semi-prevented experience on purpose.
Yeah. And so now your answer is relevant. You have shown him that you understand, and you're now you're telling him a story that almost happened. And that's okay, as long as you explain to him that you understand the question.
Yes, I think it is important to explain it.
Yes, very. So that's why the first thing you should do in your IELTS speaking is tell them that you know, you understand. You understand what the language is. You understand what prevent means. You understand. And then you can tell the story. So remember, we've done this. I've spoken about this before. First,
Yep.
tell them that you understand. And give some different vocabulary for prevent. Like it stopped me from doing something, or it blocked me, or it spoiled my plans, or it impeded what I wanted to do. So the first part is we want to show I understand this language, and
Yes.
I can use a variety of words that are similar, like synonyms. And then the second part is telling your story. So let's have a look at some of the other words in in the question, because we want to work on vocabulary for you. So weather.
Yes.
Weather is the next big word. So you said typhoon season.
Yeah, typhoon season.
Yep, excellent. That was really good vocabulary. What else could we say about bad weather? So bad weather.
Extreme weather.
Extreme weather. Yeah. What else? What other sort of weather? What other adjectives could we say? Extreme weather.
Yeah.
What else? Horrible.
Oh, okay. Yeah, horrible.
Horrible.
Unexpected.
Unexpected. Good. Yep. Stormy.
Oh yeah, stormy. Could be.
Or storm. We can also say poor. Poor
Okay.
weather.
So it is raining.
Yeah, poor weather. So, so bad would be the most simple language. Then we could use horrible weather, rainy. So we're working on adjectives.
Yes.
Stormy, poor, and you actually used a very good expression, which was typhoon season. And the most advanced word would be inclement.
Inclement.
Inclement. Inclement weather means weather that is not nice.
Okay, inclement.
So that would be advanced, very advanced vocabulary. The weather was really inclement. That's
Okay.
another general word, similar to general words that I've taught you before, like upset. That means a variety of things.
Yes.
Upset means negative emotions, like angry, sad, depressed. Inclement weather means bad weather, but it's a much more advanced word. So inclement weather means it's raining, it's snowing, it's windy, it's cold. Inclement is another one of those words that can be used for a variety of situations that are negative about the weather.
All right.
Good. Okay. So we've talked about vocabulary with weather. Feelings. So how did you feel? The question asks, how did you feel? So let's talk about some adjectives. How would you feel if your plans have changed? The weather is bad, and your plans had to change. What adjectives could we say?
Yeah. When you expect it to happen, but it resulted to be cancelled, is it kind of frustrated?
Frustrating, yes.
Yeah, frustrating.
Frustrating, good.
Yes.
What else?
Because it is close to the deadline, so it is worry as well.
Worrying?
Worry, yeah.
Yeah. Disappointing.
Yeah, disappointing, yes.
Disappointed. Upset. We can use the word upset again. The word upset. Annoyed.
Okay, yes, annoyed.
So let me type these in. Frustrating.
Yes.
Disappointing. Upsetting. I love the word upset because it can be used in so many situations. The word upset is a really good one to remember.
Is there any advanced word for
Annoying.
this? Yeah.
Annoying. So these are all present tense. How did I feel?
Yeah,
It
like
was.
the inclement.
Yeah, the inclement weather was really frustrating. I felt very disappointed because I had plans for a barbecue with my friends and now I couldn't do it. It was really frustrating and I felt very upset. You see how all of these adjectives can be used to describe how you feel.
Yeah.
Or you can get very extreme and say, I was furious.
Getting angry.
Yeah, furious or angry. Furious and angry are...
Does it mean not only angry, but you also project your emotion?
Furious is yes, correct. So you are furious is when you project your anger. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Angry is I feel very angry, but maybe I don't show all. But furious is I am furious and I project that emotion. Okay, I'm just having a look at some notes because I was taking some notes. And how are we for time? Oh, we've gone 35 minutes.
Can we have a double lesson today?
I have to go shortly. I'm sorry.
I see.
You said the drone was shaking.
Yes. Not stable. How could I explain it?
Unstable.
Yeah. When it is in the air, it moved a lot by the wind.
Unstable.
Unstable.
Unstable. Yeah. Not stable is unstable.
Right. Okay.
So apart from that, so we're beginning now to work on the answer was good, it was relevant, you spoke for a good length of time, nice and clearly, all of those things we know are good, and now we're beginning to work on more expressions. In the next lesson, maybe we will have a look at an article again, and an Engu article, and just let me take a note. And let's just work on some more expressions next time. So I don't want to do IELTS questions every lesson now. I want to do different things with you to build the vocabulary and the expressions. So next time, I think article again, and then after that we'll do another IELTS question.
Okay.
And then maybe next week we can begin, I think, to introduce some writing, talking about some writing lessons
Okay, sure.
and planning some essays. So lots of stuff still to do.
Yes.
Lots of stuff. But that was good. I mean, your answer today, I think, was a 6.5 or a 7. We still want to work on the vocabulary
Yes.
and the expressions. That's the big area that I really want to build with you now, is vocabulary and more advanced vocabulary. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we've gone for 40 minutes. So that's okay. That's good. Great. So have a good day, and
Yes, have a good day.
see you tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Okay. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.